Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of luxury SUVs with the Lexus RX, a fan favorite for its plush ride, top-notch reliability, and classy vibe. If you're eyeing a used RX, you're probably hooked on its smooth performance and that premium feel. But before you cruise off into the sunset, there are some potential issues you need to watch out for to avoid a pricey surprise. In this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about used Lexus RX models. We'll cover the model years that might give you trouble, what wears out as the miles stack up, and how to shop smart to score a luxury ride that's built to last. Stick around to the end for my top tips on picking the perfect RX. New here? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss more car buying tips. And if this video saves you from a lemon, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. If you would like to see a particular vehicle model review, you can leave your request as a comment below this video. Alright, let's roll. So what's the deal with the Lexus RX? It's the gold standard for luxury mid-size SUVs, combining Toyota's legendary reliability with a comfy cabin, smooth handling, and enough tech to make every drive feel special. Whether you're running errands or hitting the highway, the RX has a lot to love. But here's the catch. Even a high-end ride like this can have its quirks, especially with certain model years or high mileage. Here's what we're covering today. The model years that might hit your wallet hard. What to expect as the odometer climbs, why the RX is still a fantastic choice, plus tips to avoid the trouble spots. No complicated jargon, just straight-up advice to help you buy with confidence. Let's start with the model years. Not every Lexus RX year is flawless, some have more issues than others. Here's the rundown on the ones to watch out for. 2004 to 2009 Lexus RX, second generation. Dashboard cracking, melting, likelihood 15 to 20%, repair cost $800 to $1,500. In hot climates, dashboards can crack or get sticky, especially in 2004 to 2006 models. It's cosmetic but pricey to fix. Check the interior closely. Power steering rack leaks. Likelihood 10 to 15%. Repair cost $1,000 to $2,000. Leaky steering racks can make turning feel heavy or leave fluid spots under the car. Test the steering and look for drips. The 2010 to 2015 Lexus RX, which is the third generation, has its quirks. One notable issue is oil consumption in the V6 models. There's about a 10 to 15% chance you'll encounter this. The repair cost can range from $1,500 to $3,000. To give you a bit more context, some 3.5-liter V6 engines burn oil due to worn piston rings, particularly in the 2010 to 2012 models. So it's a good idea to check the oil level and ask about how often it needs topping off. Another thing to watch out for is rear suspension sagging in models with air suspension. This happens in about 5 to 10% of cases, with repair costs between $1,200 and $2,500. This is especially common in the 2010 to 2013 models. Make sure the rear sits level when the vehicle is loaded. Moving on to the 2016 to 2022 Lexus RX, which is the fourth generation. One common issue here is with the infotainment system. There's a 5 to 10% chance you'll run into glitches, and fixing it could cost anywhere from $200 to $600. The touchscreen or inform system can lag or lose connectivity, especially in the 2016 to 2018 models, so be sure to test all tech features during your inspection. Another issue to be aware of is brake actuator failure. This also has a 5 to 10% likelihood and can set you back between $1,500 and $2,500. Some owners report noisy or failing brake actuators, which can trigger warning lights. Listen for any odd sounds when braking. Model years are just the start. Mileage is where the real story unfolds. Here's what might pop up as the Lexus RX racks up the miles. 0 to 50,000 miles. Minor electrical issues have a likelihood of 5%, with repair costs ranging from $100 to $400. You might encounter glitchy sensors or infotainment quirks, so make sure to test every button, screen, and feature. Brake wear is another concern, with a likelihood of 10% and repair costs between $400 and $800. Heavy SUVs tend to wear brakes faster, so listen for squealing or vibrations when stopping. 50,000 to 100,000 miles. Suspension wear has a likelihood of 10%, with repair costs ranging from $600 to $1,200. Worn struts or bushings can make the ride less smooth. Drive over bumps and listen for clunks. Water pump failure has a likelihood of 5 to 10% with repair costs between $500 and $1,000. A leaky or noisy water pump can overheat the engine, so check for coolant leaks or odd sounds. 100,000 to 150,000 miles. Transmission issues have a likelihood of 10%, with repair costs ranging from $2,000 to $4,000. Some older models from 2004 to 2009 may show delayed or rough shifts. Test all gears carefully. Timing belt wear in V6 models has a likelihood of 10%, with repair costs between $600 and $1,200. The timing belt needs replacing around this mark, so check the service history. Once your Lexus RX surpasses 150,000 miles, you might start facing some major repairs. Now, the likelihood of encountering these issues is around 15 to 25%. And, well, the repair costs can range anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 or even more. High mileage, you see, brings risks, such as needing an engine or transmission rebuild. So it's wise to budget for these big repairs if you plan to keep your vehicle running smoothly for that long. Here's the good news. The Lexus RX is a reliability superstar. With proper care, these SUVs can easily hit 200,000 miles or more. Annual repair costs average around $500 to $600, which is fantastic for a luxury vehicle. Lexus consistently ranks high in dependability studies, so you're starting with a strong foundation. Key takeaways: maintenance is everything. A detailed service history, oil changes, fluid flushes is your best friend. Driving habits matter. Highway miles are kinder than stop-and-go city driving. Recall check lookup recalls for airbags or fuel pumps and confirm they're resolved. Ready to snag a used Lexus RX? Here's your playbook for success. Be cautious with 2004 to 2009 models. Dashboard and steering issues can add up. Demand maintenance records. No service history? Keep walking. Get a pre-purchase inspection, especially if it's over 100,000 miles. Have a mechanic check it out. Test everything: tech, brakes, suspension, make sure it's all in top shape. Follow these tips and you'll drive off in a Lexus RX that's pure luxury without the stress. Thanks for watching. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe and drop a comment. Share your RX stories or questions below. Catch you in the next one.